Hello, everybody. What's going on? I am Rob Cesternino, and I am flying solo this morning as we get ready to talk to the most recently eliminated survivor from Survivor One World, Nina Acosta. Nicole is not feeling well, where she's going to save her strength to get ready for the Chris interview later in the day. We saw Nina go out last night, the latest victim of the women's tribe to go home. Actually, the first person voted out of the women's tribe, but it seems like the 7th or 8th person to leave from the women's tribe. It is not going too well over there, and I'm being told we have Nina on the line, so let's go ahead and patch her in. Nina, are you there?
Good morning, Rob.
Good morning, Nina. How are you? And let me first say that, Nina, we're very excited to talk to you this morning, and I do not think you look like a bag of rocks.
Oh, gee, I don't even know what that meant, but apparently neither did Alicia. What? She says, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
Okay, well, neither do I, sister.
Yeah, why would you even put rocks in a bag?
I don't know. Thinking about it, maybe based on my comment on the balance beam about her friend Kat, that's the only thing I could think of. I don't know where she got. I don't even know what that means. So I guess I could take it as a compliment.
I guess so. Whatever you want. Now, Nina, we got to talk about this women's tribe because I don't know, Nina. I don't know that maybe you were the voice of reason there, and they didn't want to hear the medicine that you were saying. What's going on with these women?
That's true. I just don't think that they understood the value of teamwork and team concept and have each other's back. And I think early on, as you know, I think it's important strategy is to stay as strong and together for as long as possible. And really the only way to truly master any challenge as a team is to trust each other, to have each other's back, and to really believe that you can win. Let's face it, that second challenge, it was not about, oh, this is an easy challenge for women because it's balanced. No, that challenge is about trust. Do you trust that person to get you across? So clearly we didn't trust each other to hold on to each other, to pass them on. The guys had it all going on, had the trust thing, had the loyalty thing, had the teamwork thing just down.
Uh-oh. I'm worried about these women. I don't know. We'll see. Well, what's going on with this Kat? Now, is she playing the fool, do you think?
I don't think she is. I don't think anyone is that good an actress to play the fool. I think she comes by it honestly. I think she's just very immature and young, and that comes across.
I mean, did you get along with Kat at all, or you were just turned off by her the whole time?
No, to be honest, we did not get along. I don't think she liked me any more than I liked her. So there was no chemistry between the two of us.
But all the other women, they think she's funny?
Yeah, I think it was comic relief. I think there was some irritation with her, and I think after the second challenge just went completely in the toilet, I think there was some idea that, okay, funny's kind of getting old and we need to win. So I think if I had a little more time, I could have capitalized on that and maybe had her voted out.
Yeah, well, it seemed like when Chelsea and Kim went to go talk about it did seem like Chelsea seemed like she would have been up to keep you. Kim was sort of more, I don't know if this is such a good idea. How close do you think it was ultimately to ending up voting you out instead of keeping you?
I don't think it was that close. Like I said, I think if I'd had a little more time, there was a possibility. I had Monica in my corner. I think Christina was going to vote for whoever would keep her there. I think she was just scrambling. So I think her vote was for sale. Mm-hmm. But I do think it came down to what Sabrina, Kim, and Chelsea thought. I think they were running the show at that point. I think Alicia wanted Christina out clearly, but I think she was just willing to go along with what the leaders, if you will, were suggesting. Yeah, I think Chelsea, if she had worked a little harder on my behalf, I think there was a good chance I could have stayed.
Yeah. Now, what about your friend Monica? Were you surprised to see her vote for Christina and not for Kat?
No. Well, I'm not sure I'm surprised. Knowing Monica, she's, like I said, she is a strategist. And I think she wanted to stay in the game as long as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just a guess. I think maybe she was showing this group of 5 that she was with them in a way, and that she was willing to vote off Christina. I don't think it's a bad strategy.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate her loyalty to me and not voting me out. And I had no doubt she wouldn't do that.
Yeah. What's going on with this Christina? Was she in with you guys, or she just was on the outside and you guys were on the outside? Did you guys have anything going with Christina?
Honestly, no. I didn't really have a connection with Christina. I thought she was very bright. She's a very bright woman. She came across a little annoying to some of the other women. I'm not really sure why, and the rift between her and Alicia was ridiculous. I think Christina was trying to help the tribe, and I think this whole bargaining with the guys over palm fronds and all of that, I think that was fine. Alicia took offense to that because I think she felt like she needed to be the vixen and, the person who was getting the guys' attention. And I think she didn't like the fact that Christina was getting a little attention. It was kind of silly.
Mm-hmm.
Silly, really. And she didn't like Christina, and I couldn't figure out a reason why. It didn't make any sense. There was it wasn't just she didn't like her, she hated her.
Yeah.
I'd let her drown? Really? That's some pretty heavy stuff to say. Even for Survivor.
Yeah, we won't make Alicia the lifeguard of the women's tribe anytime
soon.
No,
we won't. We won't. Definitely not.
Yeah. If you were swimming, and who would you rather have as the lifeguard, Alicia or Kat?
Oh God, there's a good question.
Well, Kat doesn't mind jumping in the water, so then I think I would go with Kat.
Yeah, exactly. I think I'd take my chances on my own.
Okay. What about with the men? Did you have any sort of interaction with anybody on the men's tribe?
I did a little bit. I had the strategy that we really should stick together, whether that was a good strategy or not. I really felt it was important to concentrate on my own tribe. But I did have some interaction with the guys. I thought Leaf was very interesting guy, engaging, just comfortable in his own skin. Really liked him. I talked to Troy a little bit. I thought he was very nice. I could relate to him, I think, just because we're very close to the same age. So we hit it off pretty well. Oh, so disappointing not to have mixed tribes. I am telling you, when they showed Colton and the look on his face, I wish they could have seen the look on my face. I think I was probably as disappointed, if not more, than Colton was.
Yeah.
About the division of the tribe. So, but yeah, the men seemed, all together. And like they really understood the focus of the game, at least initially, and that was what I was looking for, and that's what I really felt we were missing.
All right, well, speaking of Colton, what was that like, having his element around your camp so much? Did you have any sort of interaction with him when he was hanging out with the women so much?
Yeah, I did a little bit. Colton was trying to play that "you remind me of my mom" kind of thing with me, and he tried that with Monica. And, I told him, I said, Colton, I think you're a nice kid, but my advice to you is you really need to bond with your own tribe, or it's going to be really difficult for you. He was a real distraction as far as I was concerned, just a huge distraction for us.
Yeah, and you guys didn't need any more distractions.
Right. He brought nothing to the table as far as we were concerned. It would have been different if he had said, okay, this is what's going on the guy's side, I guess, but that's not what was going on. He was a total distraction.
Yeah. And then what about Tarzan? Did you get to talk to Tarzan at all? I'm fascinated by this Tarzan.
I talked to him a little bit. Interesting guy. Didn't really have much contact with him, but I did talk to him a little bit. He this whole age thing was interesting. And, I never really talked about how old I was, but he had told people early on that he was 42.
Yeah.
And so everyone said, no, not a chance. And so then he was talking to me, and we were talking about that, and I said, yes, some of the women asked me how old I was, and he said, well, how old are you? I said, oh, I'm 51. He goes, oh, yeah, me too. And I'm looking at him. I said, there's no way. I said, Tarzan, really? Come on.
Wait, so how old is Tarzan really?
I think he's in his 60s.
I got to go on.
Like 64 or 65, which is fine. I mean, but own it, dude. I mean, I'm 51 and I own it.
Gotta go on
you're
his
not
bio.
kidding anybody.
Right.
Yeah, you're not kidding anybody. But the only other thing we talked about was our facial injuries, and he was asking me how my face cleared up so fast.
Yeah, what happened? You got hit off of the cargo net?
God, Rob, I don't know what happened. I got hit by a truck. It was I just face planted. I was anticipating getting off the net sooner than I should have, and I ended up going face first in the net. I mean, I landed on my back, but I rolled my face, and it was like hitting a brick wall.
Oh, wow. And
it just swelled up fast. And it's bad enough that you're not looking your best, no makeup, hair all messed up, and then you got to have this big. I look like a puffer fish. It was just awful.
All right, and the last thing I want to know is, so who is really the leader on the women's tribe? Is it Sabrina, or is it Chelsea or Kimberly, or a combination of Chelsea and Kimberly?
I think Sabrina is the vocal leader, but I think the quiet leader of that group is Kim. I think Kim is really the person that everybody needs to worry about. She's the strategist. I think she's pulling the strings. I think she's the one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good to know that we will definitely be watching and looking to see how this works out and see if your prophecy holds true that the women that the men are going to cut them up into pieces. Is that what you said?
I don't remember what I said. Something like that. Or to pick them apart, I think. Who knows? I mean, anything can happen, and some things, are just, dumb luck, and I think their only chance to have some luck come their way.
And we'll be waiting to see if Kat also can get her wits about her.
You'll be waiting a long time.
All right. Nina, thanks so much. Best of luck to you, okay?
Okay, Rob. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. All right, everybody. There you have it. Your Nina Acosta fix for today. So that'll do it for this edition of Rob is a Podcast. We will be back later in the day today to talk with the winner of Survivor Vanuatu, parentheses, Islands of Fire, Mr. Chris Doherty. And we're going to check in with Chris. This is a very rare interview for Chris Doherty. And we're going to check in with him and see what he thinks about men versus women. And they ran a very similar challenge to what they did last night on Survivor Vanuatu, and the men did not fare as well in that season. So we'll talk to Chris about his thoughts on that and everything going on Survivor One World. So until next time, everybody, we will talk to you later. Take care.